Hi, my name is Kelly Boutsalis, and I am the programmer for the region of Canada. This year, our picks from across Canada include an absurd G7 satire, as well as an updated version of a German novella now set in Toronto. I'm excited for audiences to discover in Centrepiece the film Sweet Angel Baby, directed by Melanie Oates. In this film, it's a look at a woman's private life exposed to the public in a small fishing village. I'm looking forward to seeing you all at the festival in Toronto this year.
Hello, everybody. My name is Diana Cavid, and I have the incredible privilege to be the programmer of Ibero-American films for the Toronto International Film Festival. Ibero-America meaning films from Spain, Portugal, Latin America, and all the Spanish-speaking Caribbean. TIFF has always been very important for my region, for this region, because we always have an important selection of these films and we have made an emphasis on highlighting them. And this year is not exception, and it's actually quite exciting. We have over 13 films across the different sections of the festival, and today I want to make a special emphasis on the films that are part of the region that have been chosen to be part of our Centrepiece program. These are film by filmmakers with very different approaches to filmmaking. We have from thriller to comedy to drama, all in this section. And these films really reflect the richness and the depth and the talent of the filmmakers from the region. There's a lot to choose from. This year's program at TIFF is looking amazing, and I can tell you that these films from Ibero-America are some of the most exciting ones in the program. You would not be disappointed by the talent and the incredible stories that these filmmakers are telling. Come to TIFF. I hope to see you at the movies and enjoy the selection of films from Spain, Latin America, Portugal, and the Spanish-speaking Caribbean. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Natalia Hunter-Young, and I'm International Programmer for Africa and Arab West Asia at TIFF. I'm actually coming to you from KwaZulu-Natal, South Africa, in the mountains outside of Durban in Zululand. And I just wanted to share a few highlights about what you can expect to find in our Centrepiece program this year, which is the festival's main selection. But of course, there will be films from the region throughout the official selection in the festival. But sharing three of those titles with you really quickly. The first is The Legend of the Vagabond Queen of Lagos. This is a debut from the Nigerian directorial collective, the Agbajawo Collective. It's part thriller, part magical realism, but all riveting indictment drawn from the headlines, starring some familiar faces for sure. It's also a really special project that comes from very radical collaboration, and is directed by an exceedingly talented group of people whose lived experiences inform everything we see on screen. So it's something you absolutely don't want to miss. The other film I have for you is To a Land Unknown. This comes from Palestinian director Mati Fleifel. This was one of the standout debuts at Cannes this year for sure, but Mati is no stranger to TIFF. In fact, he's a bit of a veteran already. We had him in 2012 with A World Not Ours in our documentary section. And then recently, in 2017, we had a short film, A Drowning Man. This film, starring a totally transformed Mahmoud Bakri, is an intuitive thriller about displaced cousins who will stop at nothing to see a reliable path out of Athens, where they have been stuck since migrating from Lebanon. And the last film that I have for you is Front Row. This one comes from Algerian maestro Moussak Alwash. This one is a chaotic family dramedy about feuding matriarchs behaving badly at the beach. If that's not enough to get you to come out, I'm not sure what will. The maestro was last at the festival in 2018 with Divine Wind playing in our Masters section, and so great to have him back with this completely unexpected surefire crowd pleaser. But we have films from Somalia, Nigeria, Zambia, Egypt, Algeria, Tunisia, Senegal, Benin, South Africa, and multiple films from Palestine to bring you this year. I look forward to seeing you in the cinema.
Hi everyone, my name is Jun Kim and I'm an associate programmer in charge of the region of Southeast Asia. We have a wonderful section from the region this year, but for today I'll introduce 3 titles in the Centrepiece section. The overarching theme the 3 titles share are family relationships and gender roles. Crocodile Tears comes from a first-time Indonesian filmmaker, Tumpal Tampu and it's about a mother and a son who runs a crocodile farm in West Java. They have a strangely intimate relationship, and when a young woman enters the life of the son, their balanced and routine life shatters in a slow burn suspense. The second film is also by a debut filmmaker named Young Du Lin, and it's called Don't Cry, Butterfly, a study of a role of middle-aged women and cultural traditions in Vietnam. In it, Tam learns through live TV that her husband is having an affair. She's really set on bringing him back to her, but instead of confronting him, she turns to voodooism. Will she get him back? You'll find out when you watch the film. The third title, Sunshine, comes from the Philippines by female filmmaker Antoinette Hadaone, with Maris Wakal in the leading role of Sunshine. Sunshine is a talented gymnast who practically has her spot secured on the national team. But during practice, she learns that she might be pregnant. Feeling threatened that she might be disqualified from the team after 9 years of hard training, she's determined to stay track as she ventures the dark corners of a market for a way out. It's a coming-of-age story that covers pressing social issues. As you can see from these 3 titles, the Centrepiece section has such a rich variety of stories to choose from, and undoubtedly will lead to rich conversations too. If you never watched a Southeast Asian film before, I urge you to try it this year. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jason Ryle, and I'm the international programmer for Australia, New Zealand, and global Indigenous cinema. And I'm delighted that I have 3 films in Centrepiece this year. The first, the wonderful romantic comedy called Addition from Australia, directed by Marcel Lunam and starring Teresa Palmer from A Discovery of Witches. The second is a family-friendly film called The Mountain, directed by Rachel House from New Zealand. Many of you will be familiar with Rachel's work as an actor in many different projects, and this is her wonderful, heartwarming directorial debut. And the third title in Centrepiece this year is a Maori historical epic called Kawhawhai Tonu, Struggle Without End, directed by Michael Jonathan, which is a beautiful, powerful retelling of one of the key historical battles in New Zealand's history from a Maori point of view, told by many descendants of the actual battle. So wishing you a great festival, looking forward to seeing you at TIFF in September.